Well, hello, friends. It's your pal Tom Picklefeather, here to tell you a story that's just for kids. Warning, not for children. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? It's your pal Tom Picklefeather. Today's story is from France. So forgive me, I might get the title wrong. See, I'm not as cultured as I would like to be, so I don't know a lot of French. I'm sure you'll see the title, and I encourage you to Google it. But today's story is about friends and jealousy, and it's called Emmanuelle. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Sylvia, and she had traveled to Thailand with her best friend Hugo. Now, Hugo, he was a very successful businessman, and he made quite a bit of money, so he was able to move to Thailand and buy a big mansion. They were so happy about their purchase and their new home that Sylvia and Hugo decided to have a really fun tickle fight. Well, other people saw this tickle fight and they were like, man, that looks like fun. Let's go have our own tickle fights. But anyway, time passed and Hugo was always at work. So Sylvia got a little bored. She joined a couple clubs with the local ladies, and she discovered that they like tickle fights too. So she had a lot of tickle fights with some of the ladies from the clubs. Well, Hugo had heard about her tickle fights and was like, well, she should only like tickle fights with me. So Hugo, out of his jealousy, had a tickle fight with one of her friends, but he felt so guilty about having this tickle fight that he was like, you know what? I gotta do something for Sylvia because she's my bestest friend in the world, so I gotta make it up to her. So both of them decide to introduce them to a friend of theirs who is very experienced in tickle fights. And he's very open to tickle fights with as many people as possible. So Sylvia hangs out with this fella who says, hey, you should have all the tickle fights you want. You know, you can't just have tickle fights with one person. You know, you gotta share the love, and thus you gotta share the tickles. So after having tickle fights with everybody, and Sylvia decided, you know what? I think this is what I want to do. I love tickle fights. And everyone lived happily ever after because they just shared all the tickles. So sometimes, you know, a good friendship is based on trusting your friends to have tickle fights with other friends. Maybe you can join in those tickle fights, but everybody has to be okay and consent, of course. This might be some folks who don't want to have a tickle fight with you, and that's okay. Friendship doesn't have to rely on tickle fights. But I hope you enjoyed this story. Till next time, just remember, I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.